Alright, so here's an experiment I'm doing. I saved the wax from my little emergency type candles that I use sometimes. That's all the wax after the candle's burnt down that's still left in the little tin foil cup that they come in. Well, I'll show you here. Just hold on a minute. Put that there. I'll show you what I mean. It's a little dark in here, but let me see. Okay. There's Rocky. You can see his eyes glowing over there. These types of candles here. These little tea light type candles. Anyway, I saved the wax that's left over in there after the candle's burnt down. I've been storing it in this little frosting tin here. And what I'm doing is I'm melting it, and I'm going to make some fire starters with it. I'm kind of learning as I go. And one thing that I've learned from doing this is just to pour a little bit in the bottom of each one, because otherwise it wants to burn through. Just do that to coat it. Otherwise it wants to go straight through the egg carton, which I've already had happen. So I'll just pour a little into each one. I'll let that cool down. Yeah. Alright, see, it's just leftover wax from the candles. I guess I can turn off my light now. Don't really need it on. You can see it's already dried there. That one has. I filled this one up and I realized I made a mistake after I did it. So, doing things differently now. I got this little cup for scrap metal, but I decided to hang on to it because it's worth more to me, I think, to do things like this. So, I'm glad I have it still anyway, that I didn't scrap it. Got my water here for my spaghetti. There's my sauce that I make with the fresh tomatoes, extra virgin olive oil, and garlic seasoning. That's going to be supper. See, I'm just letting these dry. And as I go, the idea, I'll cut these into individual cups and I'll use them to start fires in my wood stove. That's what I'll do. I was kind of thinking of using these as wicks. There we go. There's no reason I can't do that, really, because these light pretty easily. You know, be a good wick to get it started anyway. And these are actually these things. I've been saving these after I use them, and yeah, that's what they are anyway. No, really, I can probably get by busting them in half, probably. Let's see what a half a one would probably work better, actually. Let me see. See, I just messed that up. But what I'll do, I'll just break it in half here, too. And then I'll put it back in there. Put it all back in there. Alright. There we go. See, I broke it in half. Yeah. I'll put it back in here. And then I'll pour more wax in around it, is what I'll do. And it'll be fine. That's the one thing about wax. Wax is pretty forgiving. Wax don't hold a grudge like some things do. We'll pour a little more in. A little more. 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 Yeah, there we go. Alright. Now we'll get this back on here. Working away here. And then we'll put more pieces of wax in here. You can see what's happening. Up, 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 up. There we go. Back up you go there. There we go. to stand that back up, we will. Anyway, I'm thinking these would be good fire starters. I can cut them into individual cups, and then I can light the fire stick fingers. These are quite flammable, actually.